Was ist los? It's your German boy here, and welcome back to Lucy's The Eternity She Wished For. Now, in the last episode, we, we took her home and we finally got to meet the protag's parents. That could have gone a little more smoothly, and it ended up in a big-ass fight, which resulted in this little asshole resorting back to one of his oldest tricks in the book. Now, I really don't want to read this phrase, but with the power of Warsteiner Dunkel, we're gonna get through this together like friends. Ready. This is why I hate robots. They are all so stupid. Lucy appears to be brooding over something. After a while, she finally speaks up again.
Master, 問題解決のためにはやはりどちらかが謝るべきだと思います。
Then why should I be the one apologizing? I'm not the bad guy here.
マスターが悪くなくても先に謝ればいいと思います。
Not gonna happen. Shouldn't the old guy be more mature and understanding? I'm a high school student. I do stuff on impulse. Do you get what I mean by that?
あ、それならわかります。オートバイに乗り失踪しながら窓ガラスを割っていく、そんな時期のことですよね。
Kind of exaggerated, but as long as she gets my point, yeah. I'm one of those kids these days that the adults are always going on about. It's natural that I'd have trouble controlling my emotions, so don't expect much from me. To be honest, I do think that I'm way more mature than the other kids at my age. This is all irrelevant, though. I'm sure anyone who takes their family matters very seriously.
でも、お父様も謝るのは簡単ではないはずです。
Ja, kein Scheiß. How do you know?
そのような性格だからです。
You've learned so much from meeting him for just a few minutes. You're really impressive, I tell you.
時間の長さは関係ありません。ルーシーの中には膨大な類似情報が蓄積されているのです。ルーシーが持っているいくつかのソースによると、
Sources? What kind of sources? Wikipedia? Reddit? 4chan? Ignoring my outburst, Lucy continues.
記録されているお父様の行動パター
Praise
ン
Keck.
および声質を精密に分析した結果、お父様は義務感があり、その反面とても真面目で頑固な性格の典型的な亭主関白でいらっしゃいます。
Oh! Destroyed in seconds! Take that, Feuerschwanz. Verdammten Schwanzkopf.
すべての感情を抑えることが家庭にとっての美徳だと思っておられます。
Cut him down and turn him into mincemeat, baby. Okay, and?
普段の習慣はすぐには直せません。先にマスターが声をかけるべきだと思います。
By the way,
はい、
if you want me to make up with my father, that means I'll have to throw you out. He's not the type of person to make any compromises. Have you even realized this? I guess not. Don't ask me. Why don't you think before you talk next time? I shake my head. The reason behind this mess of a conversation is the very fact that I'm talking to a robot. Sometimes I forget she's a robot in the first place. And sometimes it's reversed, where I end up deliberately pointing out her flaws as a robot. And then everything in my head gets mixed up. This robot really knows how to stress people out. And what is this, like the sixth time I've seen this screen? I think we can skip it. Yeah, we've seen that a bunch. May 11th. Okay, just another time skip. Lucy. Lucy. Lucy Valentine. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Lucy Valentine?
Lucy.
Yes, Lucy Valentine. That is your name.
Lucy. Lucy. バレンタイン。あなたは
Do you recognize who I am? Lucy slowly shakes her head. Is that so? I continue. I'm Dr. Ryu, and this is the K Robotics Research Lab.
一ノ瀬博士。
Yes, Dr. Ryu. I am your creator.
私を作った
Yes,
私を作った人一ノ瀬博士一ノ瀬博士
yes, Ryu. That is my name. It's funny to be saying all of this now, but yes, Ryu. That is my name. It's a bit of a late introduction, but be sure to cherish it and remember it.
覚えておきます一ノ瀬博士
Sorry guys, I kind of forgot what voice I tried for the doctor last time, so I'll probably nail it down as we keep going on. Then again, that is the mind-numbing power of the drink. October 14th. It's back to us. Okay. Just got a little bit more of a glimpse into the past.
スター
My body is being shaken from side to
ス
side.
ター
Something is shaking my body. Yes, I get it. Ugh.
マスター、起きてください。
Ugh. What do you want? Still feeling drowsy? I try my hardest to overcome the weight of my drooping eyelids. Finally managed to force open my eyes. Right before mine was a pair of blue eyes the size of frying pans. I stare at Lucy in bewilderment as I find myself falling out of my bed.
もう朝です。よく眠れましたか？
Before I make any attempt to talk back to her, I decide to check the time. It was earlier than usual. I let out a big yawn. It's so early in the morning. Or I could ask why I was woken up, so I had a schedule. I start to sniff. Oh god, another one. I could smell something delicious. My room is filled. Oh god, is it going there again? I tell myself that the neighbors must be cooking up something good. Then Lucy suddenly opens her mouth.
朝食のご用意ができました。
Okay, considering the last experiences this game has given us with smells, I'll take it. I'll take it. Those words were the most unexpected. Did you just say breakfast?
冷蔵庫にある材料で簡単に作らせていただきました。お口に合うかはわかりませんが。
Breakfast. The word had a nostalgic ring to it. When was the last time I'd eaten something other than fast food for breakfast?
何か嫌いな食べ物はございますか？
9.
嫌いな食材はございますか？
9. Nothing like that. I wanted to say carrots and cucumbers, but I decided against it. I didn't want to be seen as an immature kid complaining about his food. It just doesn't fit my cool intellectual vibe, you know? Still haven't fully woken up yet. I confirm my understanding with Lucy once more. So, you're telling me you've made breakfast?
はい。ルーシーが実力を発揮しました。これから10分後にできますので、これを飲んで少しお待ちくださいね。
Way ahead of you on that one, baby. A cup of water is presented to me. Oh, I thought you were talking about beer. I was just starting to get a little thirsty too. As I grab hold of the cup, its pleasant coolness spreads along my skin. I feel embarrassed about following Lucy's orders, so I decide to make a small complaint as I put the cup to my lips. Next time, you should wake me up when the food's actually ready.
ダメです。起きてすぐに食事すると、胃と腸に負担がかかります。
Can relate, actually.
一杯の水で腸の活動をさせた後に食事を取らないといけません。
Usually I just wait an hour and I'm fine. How annoying. What a strict one this robot is. I enjoy the feeling of the cold water pouring down my throat and quenching my thirst. Feels like my insides are being cleansed thoroughly. Suddenly, I realize how absurd this whole situation is. The fact that someone's preparing breakfast for me. Could I still be dreaming? I feel like I'm on cloud 9. Lucy cheerfully skips toward the kitchen. I only continue to stare at her blankly. 10 minutes have passed. Only now I feel more awake. The pain in my body is really slow to start itself up. I begin to feel hungry. The smell of Lucy's cooking motivates me to drag myself out of bed. I head straight to the kitchen table. So, let's see what kind of a spread awaits us, shall we? I'm stunned by the veritable feast laid out before me. So, I don't know, that table looks kinda empty. I don't know, guys. A cloud of white steam is rising from the bowl of rice. The soup is boiling with intensity. The sound it's making is music to my ears. And there's a perfectly prepared fish along with a variety of side dishes. It'd be shameful to compare this to a lunchbox from a convenience store. Appearing to have sensed my delight, Lucy smiles pleasantly. Her voice is full of tease. I feel a sense of defeat. I begin to feel frustrated for no particular reason. I wanted to say something in reply, but decide to hold back. Take a seat in silence and lift my spoon. I haven't even taken a bite yet. Eager little thing. What's the rush? Just hold on a second. Lucy takes a seat at the opposite end of the table. While striking a sly pose with a hand on her chin, she urges me to eat. It was as if the food was suddenly gonna disappear if I didn't start soon. She's gazing at me intently. She's trying not to make it obvious, but I can tell that she's very eager to see my reaction. Whatever I say next will decide what her face will show. Yeah, I can sense a decision coming along. I take a spoonful of the glossy white rice and put it in my mouth. Oh. Shit. It's good. Perfect flavor and texture. While I'm at it, let's try some side dishes too. Marvelous. She really wasn't lying about her cooking skills. Let's be fair, though. She probably knows only the best recipes from around the world. And since she's a robot, there wouldn't be any inconsistencies in her cooking. If they'd programmed her to be a top-level chef, then this was to be expected. There's nothing to be surprised about. But a robot's just a robot. She wouldn't be able to top something that Mommy used to make, as they say. Although personally, I've never had an opportunity to taste my mother's cooking, so I can't compare. Looking back at Lucy, who was still staring at me with great anticipation, I think about what I should say. I can feel an aura of confidence around her, yet she appears to be worried at the same time. She's expecting me to say something. Finally make my reply. And here is where I think we'll leave it off. I know it's a bit of a short episode today, but after the last one, I feel like I kind of need to collect myself for a bit. But things look like they are gonna start looking up a little bit, so we'll see where this goes. God, this game's been such a roller coaster lately. Like, we get these cutesy high kind of moments, and we also get the tear jerks and the face slaps and the wristlets at the same time. It's like, This game is beating the shit out of me emotionally, and I love it. Anyway, until next time, this has been the German Idol God. Auf Wiedersehen.